Gemini, how you doing? Welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 15th through to the 21st of July. I hope you're doing well. How's your new journey going on? You know, because it's been on the cards for some time. It's taken a little bit of a time to get engaged, I think, for you. But I think it's now coming pretty obvious. And it's undeniable, and it's like that's when you can really get into the whole going through the process of creating something new, creating something, freeing yourself up basically with the Eight of Swords. I don't normally do that. I don't know why I wanted to do that, but that seems to be important for you, freeing yourself up. I've done some few videos on the energies and what's going on in the energies around it. You'll find that on our channel or linked around my head. It's really good to know what's happening in the energetical environment around you, so then you can know what's going on perfectly for you and how you interact with the world that is around you. Okay, let's just see what's going on for your weekly reading. Got the overall energies here, the karmic message for your relationship side, karmic message for your financial side, influence on the universe, influence from past self, future self, and the lesson for the week or the general sort of outcome for you. Let's just see what's going on for you. The overall energies. There seems to be a lot of things that are coming into your life, not big, a lot of small things, but what they're doing is they're playing into I knew I was right. Or I knew that's what I should be doing. It's almost as if there's lots and lots of confirmations about your karmic path, about this is what I should be doing. This is what my God-given path is all about. You know, sort of scenario. Look at that. Look at that. Happiness after difficulty. Yes, Gemini. This is it. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Yeah. Happiness after difficulty, basically. And I think you're getting a lot of that. And that's because they've got the 10 of Cups. You're getting this abundance of lots of little things that make you kind of go, oh, yeah, right, yeah. Oh, yeah, well, that's, you know, that's exactly what that plays into, dovetails into exactly what I should be doing. On your relationship side here, the universe is filtering a lot of things. It's protecting you a lot here. And it's only allowing through quality coincidences within your life. Your karmic path is playing between, it's really weird, it's playing between all three parts of these cards. It plays between your past and your future. And that's where it's sort of like, you know, getting on with the plan and getting on with who you are and what you should be living in regards to your spiritual path, your emotional path, your relationships. But there's also a big aspect that's coming and that's cutting through between, because it's not pointing in one card here, it's pointing between the cards. And it's pointing between the future and the lesson to be learned out this week. And it's almost as like it's a little bit dependent upon the lesson that you learn, how your future will pan out. You know, so your past card here is playing into your karmic card here. And it's sort of like, this is where I'm saying there's lots of things that sort of little things that are coming together that are making this karmic path or this idea or this, for you, it's going to become so obvious by the end of the week what you should be doing that there is no choice about this whole matter. And your future self, well, this plays into the 10 of Cups, the overall energies. It does play a little bit into the lesson that you're learning out of this week as well. And I think that's quite important because it's dependent upon the lesson. It's like a decision. There is a decision that needs to be made. But it looks very bright, your future. If you make this decision and if you realize that happiness, that karmic path that you should be on, what is the lesson for this week here? Sometimes there's no denying it. That's what the lesson is. Hermit, this is all about learning for you on your karmic path. This is fantastic. I love this. This is where you're learning about every aspect of your life, your shadow side as much as your sunny side, you know, and you've got that star there. You've plucked the star, your dream, your aspiration of what you feel you should be doing in regards to relationships. And you're just gently following that light, holding it in front of you so you don't trip over. And that is being nurtured, that pathway. And there's something you need to, it's like we learn a lot about ourselves becoming the hermit. And I almost feel like there's something that on your karmic path, there's something to convey from that learning, that's coming in from you. The evident path. Look at that. That's what the Seven of Cups is all about. I say it's the evident path. That is my card of evident path. And I've forgotten which one it was the evident path it was about. Might have well been this. But it is about that. There's lots of possibilities on the Seven of Cups, but there's only one cup that's actually providing exactly the balance and harmonic balance which you need in the way of emotions, energy, spirit, in regards to what you should be living with other people, in regards to relationships and so forth. And I think you're finding a very harmonious sort of spot in your past. How is the past playing into it? It's playing into this, and this may be a little bit your shadow side as well. I would avoid conflicts that don't actually serve anything to be. It's like you're having a conflict. Could be an inner conflict within you, could be a conflict outside of you with another person, but it's a conflict about a situation or a moral conundrum or a spiritual sort of thing within you that you know already. And it's like kind of going, why are you doing it again? Don't bother doing it again. Just go forth, choose your direction and live your path. Just put one foot in front of the other and live it. It seems to be like you're learning. It's like a repeat. And I'm not sure that, that's the path there. I think it's sort of like saying, no, don't walk away from that, difficulty and go towards your happiness more than anything else. Look at that. You get the Justice card out the top there. Harmony is what you're looking for. And that is the future. And that's what, that is, that harmonic sort of pathway that's being delivered here. And you're getting those just desserts. There is no doubt about it. And look at that. You get the King of Cups out the top. It's converting emotional vibration into physical vibration. That's what you're doing here. And I think once you do start putting one foot in front of the other and start realizing that, it's your happiness and it's your pathway, that it's so evident. I don't want to say that people shouldn't be dependent upon you, because you like that. I like that. Everybody likes that. Everyone needs to be known that they're loved by it, by the people that are around them. I understand that. I totally get that. But at the same time, we have to have that individualism where you need to strike out on your path and sort of saying, who's coming with me? Sort of scenario in a way. So you don't have to fight about that path anymore. You just need to live that path. And that's where, I think that's the lesson that comes out of that. And when you do get that lesson, that's when you get a lot of harmony and justice within your life. And that's where the Ten of Cups really starts playing into your hand. Happiness after difficulty. Because you've chosen that evident path. Okay, let's see what's going on your financial side, job, business, and projects. Well, this is karmic path seems to be playing into the past. There seems to be something that has been bugging you for some time that you need to go ahead and do. And it's very similar to what's going on in your relationship side. But as I said, the overall energy, everything seems to be playing into the karmic paths here. And the fundamentals of who you are and what you do, it seems to be the most important thing. Look at that, Lovers. It's something you really enjoy that makes you go, yeah, I like that. I love doing that. How can I make money out of doing that? I can make money out of doing that by doing that. Yeah. You could love, say, like, you could love baking cakes, right? That could be the basic premise, right? And you kind of go, how can I make money out of baking cakes? I love cake, right? And if you started up a a cafe where you bake the cakes and you make lovely cakes, I would be there every day. So it's not necessarily the baking cakes, it's the cafe that makes you the money. If you know what, it's like a secondary thing. And this is like you getting in alignment with yourself. And it is, it's a, you know, this volcano that's in the background. I would say a pyramid, but it's not quite a pyramid. It's more sort of like a volcano. It's ready to sort of like take flight in a direction because you know, it's on your karmic path to get in alignment with yourself more than anything else. You know, absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. What's going on with the universe? The universe seems to be playing into the answer for the week here more than anything else. Let's see what's going on to your past. It's almost like creating coincidences so you actually live what you should be living, basically. From your past. Yeah, your past is playing into this Lover's card. I think this is like, it's a revelation for you, and it's playing into that karmic path, as I said with the other thing. It's a revelation for you to sort of saying, you know, I should be doing this. This is what I should be doing. And your future thing, there's a massive thing going forward, but it is also tied to your karmic path, which in turn is tied to your past. And so it's sort of kind of going, you can open up a whole, you know, it's like a pinata, you know what I mean? There's one thing, you crack it open, there's loads of things, there's loads of toys and sweets and everything like that. There's loads of gifts in there. I don't know why pinata comes into mind, but because I never do it, but you know, it's like that sort of thing, and it's once you unlock that bit, that's when you unlock your future, really, more than anything else. And what's the message that's coming out of this? It's not a case of you can do this. It's a case of you've got to do this. You know, I'm not going to tell you what to do. It's almost, I think the message comes out sort of saying, whatever is really important for you. So like, as I said, I gave an example of baking cakes. It could be anything else. It could be, you know, it could be taking photographs, painting. It could be sort of being a therapist. It could be sort of, you know, doing another sort of type of shop or manufacturing, whatever it is. It doesn't really matter. It's basically it's like it's not rather kind of going, you know, I'd like to do this. It's like you've got to do this. I've got to do this, and whatever is really important for you, I would concentrate on it, because otherwise it's going to bug you for ages, you know. So it's a case of that. With the universe, it's providing a lot of opportunity for you. As I say, you know, you may enjoy making cakes, but actually you can make money out of that making of the cakes by opening up a cafe. That's how it is. And that's where there's a lot of opportunities of joy within what you're doing. You know, look at that. That is tied into your karmic path. That is the victory. You're going to get ultimate victory and crowning glory once you start being in line or in step with yourself, of absolute joy and happiness. In the future, you get the 9 of Wands. Now that's quite interesting, because you've got the 9 of Cups down at the bottom there, and as I said, that was going up towards the outcome of it. The 9 of Cups, the 9 of Wands is, you've got to be a little bit curious. This person is actually taking one of the wands and going off on a journey. The healthy boundaries is the understanding through the communication he had with himself or with the universe or with the situations that are around him, which gave him that focal point, which is that one wand that he's holding. And it's like the King of Wands. You've got to go off on that journey, but knowing through your knowledge and understanding that you are protected. You're not going to do things. You're not going to do things stupidly. You're going to do things that have meaning and purpose. And I think that's what the 9 of Wands does there. Yeah, look at that strength. It's not a case of I want to do it. It's a case of you got to do it. And that's what the strength card is. It's you know, she's sticking her hand down that lion's mouth. You know, I can't remember the last time I stuck my hand down the lion's mouth. Must have been quite a few lives ago. But it's getting rid of all those doubts that are within you. That's the thing about it. Because to do that, you've got to confront yourself a lot. And you've got to turn around, be able to turn around and sort of saying, you know, you've got to stop that part of your mind or stop that part of your spirit sort of saying, that lion's just going to rip my arm off. And it's like that. Have you seen those videos of that lady who goes diving with the sharks and takes the hooks out of their mouth and they always come and give her a cuddle and everything? I'd love to do that. You know, if I didn't have my cough in particular, I used to do scuba diving. I love doing scuba diving. I'd love to do that with sharks. But she's brilliant. But she's got faith. She's got faith in what she does. And I think this is where it comes for you. You've got to have faith in what you do. And once you do, you're going to get nothing but crown and glory. You're going to get great victories for you, Gemini. You cannot deny it anymore. Look at that. She's walking away from one cup, right? And walking towards the sun. Walking towards happiness. And allowing your curiosity to be, I think your curiosity is being that driving force. If I do it like that, what do you think? Oh, look at that. That's opened a few doors. If I do it like that, oh, wow, look. And it's all tied into this section here, into the foundations of who you are and what your life is all about. You know, it's absolutely, that's really good. It's really good. Let's just see what's going on. Look at that. Love is in the air. You've got to walk away from something and you've got to walk towards your abundant happiness and your sincerity, your harmony, your balance between the two people, which is Gemini, right? And it's obviously, you know, being open to someone around you. Rather than having conflict here, it's just being open to someone around you that you may not have been open to, which makes you just feel totally at one with this person and really happy about it. Look at that. With the Seven of Cups, you get the Seven of Cups. This is what I'm talking about. The universe here, as I said, was sort of like, seems to be playing into the answer here. Or no, it wasn't. It was no, what am I talking about? It's standing upright. Sorry. It's standing upright and was allowing coincidences through here, and it's making that obvious stance for you to that pathway that you have to take, and that is the pathway that you need to take. That with that Hermit card, and it's a pathway towards harmony for yourself, but harmony with another person here. From your past, you get the Temperance card here. With the Five of Swords, your patience with someone who seems to be argumentative, I think has come to, and it's like sort of kind of going, well, look, you know, I'm not going to argue anymore. I'm just going to go off on this pathway. Yeah. You're more than welcome to join me at any time you want. You know, you're free to join me whenever you see fit. But I'm not going to argue anymore. I'm not going to argue anymore. You know, and that's from your past. And you've now got the King of Cups twice with the Justice card. This is a new love coming into your life, I think, that brings in stability, emotional stability, harmony. Someone who is capable of converting their emotions into reality, basically, for you. And it brings good justice for you. It brings you, harmony and security. There's a lot of that. And that's because you're walking away from that. And I think you've learned a lot out of that conflictual relationship in the past. That's what the Hermit card's all about. It sent you off on a while where you're on your own, but now this is coming to an end. Boom! Happiness. And that's what that's all about. That's what's coming up for you, Gemini. That's what's coming up for you. Excuse me. That's really what's coming up for you. That's what's sort of running through from your karmic path overall energy to the lesson. All right? So, karmic path, overall energy, the lesson. That is brilliant. You can't get that better for you. And this is for you, Gemini. It really is for you. And I think this is once you realise that, sort of kind of going, do you know what? I'm not gonna play that sort of game anymore. I'm not gonna get involved in it anymore. I haven't got time. You know, I'm too busy concentrating on being happy and enjoying life and enjoying people. I haven't got time for any sort of petty arguments about this, that, and the other that doesn't really go anywhere. It doesn't resolve anything. You know, this is it. Happiness is your direction. Happiness after difficulty. It's certainly coming there, and it's certainly become obvious. With the lovers, this is on your financial side, on your karmic path, you get the Nine of Swords. Once you start getting alignment with yourself and you get that victory that comes into your life, this is where you're going to let go of a lot of stress and strain of, you could have been working in a job and you could be doing that job brilliantly and you could be very well respected within that job, but there's a huge amounts of stress and strain in that job. And you kind of think, well, is it worth it? You know? And this is where the universe here, and I think this is where the universe was pointing up to there, you know, it's giving you this this sense of going on a mission in life, of going on a mission which you know you've got to do. It's like you can't help it. And there's abundance of joy to be had upon that pathway. And that's what the conversion, this is why your karmic path plays really well into it. You're converting that, all those woes and worries, into that. And that's what the universe is bringing in for you. And you've just got to go off on that mission. You know, I don't say throw caution to the wind here, but because I think you know already a lot of this stuff. You've got a lot of qualifications within it. It's not like you're just jumping into the unknown. With the Ace of Swords, you get the Five of Wands. Similar sort of thing in the past. I think you've had to fight internally with yourself about this. And you've had to fight your own doubts down. Or not necessarily fight your own doubts down, but you've had to fight your way clear into understanding what you should be doing. And I think this is finally the green light is here, or the, you know, it's like the universe is saying, go, 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 go. And finally, you're getting to a point where you know that what you should be doing. And once you know, you don't believe anymore. You know, you just know. And it's going to work out whichever way you do it. And that's where this leap of faith is coming into. Look at that. Ten of Pentacles. Did we not get the Ten of Pentacles elsewhere? No, we didn't. I thought we did. Sorry. Nine of Wands, going off on that journey. Being courageous, having that sort of confidence, you get the you get the Ten of Pentacles that come with it, with that as well. On the overall energies, allowing your curiosity to open doors for you. This is where you're now starting to know. You really, in the future, it's unmovable. And this is why you get success. Being the best example of yourself. And I think that's what that is all about, really. The lesson that comes out of that Five of Wands is being the best example of yourself. Doing what you should be doing. You know, doing what you do best. Just doing what I do best. That's what you should be doing. You know, and that, you've got to get rid of all those sort of doubts and stick to your strengths. Yeah. With the Moon card, you've got to confront those inner doubts within you. The thing is with this, the Eight of Cups here, on the traditional ones, on this version of the tarot, there it shows the sun being eclipsed by the moon. And that's what's going on at the top there. You've got the sun and the moon. And that's the influencing background information that you're talking about within you. And you need to, that's your doubts there. And that's where you need to sort of like, you've got to realize that it's not a case of whether I want to or not. It's that I've got to do this, you know, and it will bring, you know, once you start taking that attitude, it's going to be great for you, Gemini. It really is going to be great. You're going to get some really good results. Absolutely brilliant. And there's going to be a lot of happiness and a lot of recognition as well from the world that is around you in a very, very beautiful way. Really nice. Really like it. Really like it a lot. There you go, Gemini. Thanking you very much for being here. Don't forget about the energy videos that we've been doing here on this channel. There's going to be more coming out. They'll be linked around my head, or you'll find them on the channel. Thank you very much for all the support you give to this channel through any which way means through the YouTube system. Thanking you very much for that. Yeah, that's all for me left to say is don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.